Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today, and thank you for joining me in Way Back Wednesday. This is the day of the week when I go back in time and I recreate an old project of mine in new modern colours. And this is the project we're making today. I don't know which one to show you. This one, I think. This is my 6 bags from one sheet of designer series paper that I made in a series I called Brights Week, which was January 2 years ago. And I used the Polka Dot Parade paper, which is a beautiful spotty paper, and it was bright and vibrant. And I got 6 of these gorgeous bags from one sheet of 12 by 12 paper. Obviously I've shown 3 different colours there, but you know, I managed to get 6 from one sheet, and so I'm going to show you how to do it again. Now this is retiring paper. This is It's My Party. Kind of forgot that I was doing an It's My Party project 2 days ago, and so I didn't want to overwhelm you with that, so I'm going to make a different version of that. And I'm going to follow my instructions, which I've got here. So I'm going to follow my instructions so that I can see what you see. So you need a piece of paper that is 6 by 4 inches or 15 by 10 centimetres. And I've got this one, and actually I'm wondering whether to go with spots or to go with flowers. I was thinking flowers, I might think spots. I don't know. Spots or flowers, spots or flowers. Oh, we'll go with flowers, they're gorgeous. Okay, so decisions. So we're going to score it on the long side at, I'll give you the imperial first, then the metric, and don't panic about writing them down. Everything down there in the description bar is a direct link to this project, and I get lots of questions or lots of emails saying, please can you put them on the screen? I don't put them on the screen because the screen would just be full of measurements, and it would complicate everybody or confuse everybody. So 1 inch, 2 3/4, 3 3/4, 5 1/2, and in metric that's going to be 2 1/2, 7, 9 1/2 and 14 centimetres. Then turn it round and score it at 1 inch on the short side, which is 2 1/2 centimetres. And that's it. It's such an easy bag. It's a cute little bag. It's one of those kind of table favour bags, or you know, little gifts that you'd give to a whole bunch of colleagues at work. You know, maybe you might, I don't know, it might be a team building day or something like that, or somebody's birthday, and you want to make little treats for everybody. It's one of those sorts of things. Or maybe you could put expensive jewellery in, you know, size kind of not isn't, it isn't everything. So I've just folded and burnished those, and where you've got the score line at the bottom, we're going to cut away that rectangular section, and I have just mitered in ever so slightly. So I'm going to do that at the top. Hopefully you can see that. If I flip it over you can see it. So I've just angled it very slightly and then cut up the other score lines. These are my favourite pair of scissors. I know that because they used to have a tag on there that fell off, and I've not replaced it, and I dropped them right on their nose, and I've got the tiniest little curl on the end. And I can't cut the end, so I need to replace these. But I love these paper snips. My other paper snips are a bit grubby now. Small children have played with glue and stuff. But I love that particular pair, and I dropped them. Couldn't have dropped their pair, could I? Okay, adhesive down the side. I'm using snail because it's paper to paper, and that's absolutely no problem at all. It will stick quite happily over there. So that's the back of the box. So we're going to fold in the sides, fold in that one. This is a style I've made before, but it's about the size of it and being totally frugal with paper and getting 6 from one sheet of paper. I can't even think what that is in how many you get out of a pack. I've got a calculator here. 6 times 12. You'd get 72 of these from one pack of paper. Oh, even I didn't know it was that good. Right, the bow paper clips. Very popular this year. I've used zillions of them. And they're carrying over, and I'm a very happy girl. And just slip it on there. And I kind of gone with this because my original project, and my phone's just shut itself off. Oh, and Fennel's shouting at me. Oh, I've lost I was going to bring up the image. So my original one, you can see here, it's got these cute little bow paper clips up at the top. Busy day. Bow paper clips there, which had bows on them. These are paper clips that are in the shapes of bows. Working with a theme there. Tiny little bit of decoration. And again, I was working on that these might be little after dinner favours or thank yous. So I've got the Circle of Spring stamp set. it picked it out mostly because it was a floral design and I knew I was working floral, and that was sort of whimsical. But they are great little stamps. So I've got the thank you. I've got a piece of Whisper White over here. You can see I've been doing lots of projects. Look at me with my funny little scraps of paper. Blushing Bride, because that's the pink that's in this paper. And I'm going to be really sad to say goodbye to this paper when it retires. Really sad, because I've loved it. What am I looking for? I'm looking for my 1 inch circle punch. There it is. I'm going to pop one of those out, and I'm going to angle it down to, or position it down to the bottom, because I've got a little scrap of Blushing Bride here, and I've got my Blossom Bunch punch stamp. No, Blossom Bunch punch. Punch, yeah, Blossom Bunch punch. I can't speak. And there's 3 flowers on there, and I want this smallest one. And pop that out. Got a paper piercing mat thingy. Back of your paper piercer into there, or something rounded. I find that ball pens work very well as well. I've got one here. This is a Pilot Friction. Those work very well into the centres, as do blunt pencils. This one isn't blunt, but blunt pencils work very well, all the end straight into the middle. And then one of our biggest pearls into the middle of that. And then I can put all this together. So I'm going to have a dimensional on the back of there. Put my little thank you down there, and then mini glue dot onto there, and sort of at the top but off to one side a little bit. And that, you can fit a couple of little chocolates in there, or a nice piece of jewellery, or some sweeties, anything. But cute, 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 cute little project. And I'd forgotten about that project, and I love, it's a wonderful trip down memory lane for me to go back to my blog and have a look and see the projects I've made in the past. And it's been really good fun. I've absolutely adored this series. I can't see myself stopping it anytime soon. And I'd forgotten I'd made this project, or made it so small. So yeah, 72 from a pack of paper. We love it. Thank you ever so much for joining me, and I hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.